Good morning, traders. Welcome to StockCast. My name is Todd Derby. I'll be your host today. Today I'm flying solo. James is will not be with us today. So it's been a day I've been waiting for quite a while. I'm looking forward to it. So let's talk about the market a little bit. Usually we start off with a little banter, a little chit chat. It's a little different when you're all by yourself. So looking forward to this. So let me pull up the futures right now are down a little over 300 points. It's looking like it's going to be a red day today. So it looks like we're going to have a red day. SPY currently is down 4.5 points, almost 4.25 points. So the last 2-3 days has shown a turn in the market to come down. So we talk often about sometimes the best trade is no trade at all if you're not sure what to do. So be smart. Today is going to be a slow day for me, with being a Friday, the day before a holiday. Monday is Martin Luther King Day, so the market will be closed. So, and when I look at my gap scanners, my screen this morning, there's not a lot of news. There's not a lot of stuff going on in the marketplace. So I'm not surprised, this being the first official holiday since Christmas, that I think you're going to see some people that are cheating out early, and maybe they left last night, leaving today, and going to hit the slopes or get away to the cabins or get out of town. So today could be a slow day. So with that, so the big news today was yesterday, the Supreme Court turned down the federal President Biden's federal mandate for COVID. So that clearly is going to have some bearing or have some play in the marketplace, to watch how businesses and large corporations deal with the COVID situation. We talk about COVID a lot because it's part of our lives. I personally have had it twice. I had it a year ago and I had it again right at Christmas. And the good news is the variant has gotten weaker, and so I think there's less concern, but it's the media still seems to wrap their head around it and promote it quite heavily. But this federal mandate getting turned down, let me show you. Let me pull this up here real quick. Move this over. I got a little news from the Small Business of Michigan, SBM. They did talk about how there is going to be requirement for healthcare workers that are involved in the healthcare industry that they'll have to get the vaccination, but corporations of 100 or more employees are not going to have to get federally mandated. And then I saw JP Morgan immediately said they're going to still not pay their non-vaccinated employees, and not going to pay their employees, and then their stock took a dump this morning. So it had something to do, it had more to do with their earnings than that news. Quite honestly. All right, Jonathan, thank you for the tip. Appreciate that. See, and then we did a second one. Nice. I really appreciate that. So please hit the like button. I'd really like to show who. I'd really like to show who that we rocked it out this morning. So appreciate that. Okay, let me go to my scanner. Let me look at my scanner real quick. Take a look at a couple things. If you want me to do any technical breakdowns, I'll be glad to do that. But just be forewarned, I am the second best technical breakdown that's on this show. And the top guy is not here today. So the top tickers that I'm looking at this morning, TFC is high on my list. Not sure what's going on there. I looked at that one. It hasn't done a whole lot. The second one is Revelation Biosciences. Let me clear some of this. Clean this up for you guys. This is my trading view. Sure, there we go. All right. And this top scanner is only about 20%. This is my number one scan on my gap scan this morning. What I do with these gap scanners is I look for the top 3 or 4 ones, look for the news, take a look at the news, and when the market opens up, I'm looking for it to pop. And then if it takes a parabolic run, I'm looking at my short locates and checking out some pricing, and I'm looking to take potentially a short position. If it has a strong run and breaks pre-market highs, not just break it, but break it significantly, I then will look to potentially take a long and find some epic longs. I realize I didn't even share my screen. There you go. There you go. Looking at different tickers there. So that's my strategy going into the individual tickers in the gap scans in the morning. All right. Let's go to the comments. I will tell you that doing this by myself, it's a lot quieter. It's kind of interesting. S. John, appreciate all the news commentary in the morning. Does a great job there. Actually, he's doing such a good job, people. You don't even have to get up and log into CNN or wherever. He gives you a quick, he's adding some great value to the news here. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, Brian. Yes, John, I was looking at Tesla myself. It's a ticker I like to trade regular. And I was hoping for this move to wait. Until after the market, myself also. Should have held your puts. Yep. Green is green, though. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, Karen. We didn't fire James, but he's definitely in a timeout. Let's put it that way. He's definitely, we put him aside. And again, it's one of those things where it's like, we knew this was going to be my time. So we're embracing it completely. So I've been waiting to use this mug for 6 months plus. So it's great. Nah, he's not sick. He's actually traveling. He's he's not able to be on the show. Team Todd, King Todd, I love it. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. you warned James that Todd would take over. Damn straight. You knew that was going to happen. You know it was going to happen. No, James is not trading today. He's traveling, so he's not traveling. I mean, not trading. JPM took a dive. Yep. Yeah, actually, I saw someone, Brian. I saw this comment here. I was reading someone where they said they wonder what kind of backlash that'll have on their assets. I don't think it's going to have a big deal. I think people will have a knee-jerk reaction initially, but I don't think it's going to have any long-term play philosophically with people that are pulling money. People want to make money, and dealing with a federal mandate on COVID is not going to be a big deal for them. Let me see here. No, you're not in trouble today, Brian. Curtis, thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. James had that meeting with HR. Yes, he did. All right. Like having your screen with candles against the edge like that. I can move them over, so it's you can do both. I think I seem to have it closer to the edge than James sometimes has it way over here, and he has a lot of room to see it. But it really depends on what your preference is. Oh, let me show you. I was saying that you can move it over, so it depends, and then you can play with it. I normally have mine closer to the edge over here. Okay, Chris Lee, how low is SPY going today? Don't know. Let me see. Let's take a look right now. Right now it's trading at 461. I think the key point for me is, let me pull it up here. I think the key point for me, and put it in the daily here. Take a look at it. If you look right about there, put a line right there, right around 450. If we break below 450, we could see it could drop down to 430. That would be a concern to drop down into this range down in here. So how long could it go? It could show the 20 to 30 point drop. I'm not saying it's going to do it. I'm not going to play SPY today. I'm probably not going to trade today with the holiday. And I've had a good week last week, and I'm in the green this week with the holiday. My wife's got the day off. I'll probably do some stuff around the house and probably take a relaxing day. So I probably will not trade that. All right. So one of the things that we talk about, or have talked about, is we've talked about how slow the market's been and how it's not the same as it was in 2020 or even late 2019. And one of the things that I have had to personally find myself into is adjusting our trades. You get up and you look at the gap scanner, and you're seeing what's going on there, and the cherry picking is not there. So I think sometimes you have to rethink your trading style, your trading strategies. So one of the things that I've done is I have been looking for when I find a setup I like. I've been downsizing my trades. When I find a setup I like, I get a little more aggressive, but I'm also quicker to cut my loss if I'm wrong, so I don't hurt myself. Had a great 2021 year. I had when I look back, I had 2 big trades that stung me. I wish I could replay them or have a chance to redo those trades. It would have been an amazing year. But nonetheless, I still had a very good year. But I think you have to think about your trading style and how it works for you. So when we say sometimes the best trade is no trade, that's true. Because if you're not sure what to do or what to do, what to chase or to look at, it's better to not push it. So those are my thoughts. So one of the questions I have for you as a group or the people who are listening, how many of you actually day trade? How many actually? So in the comments, you wouldn't mind saying that you actually day trade, which means you are physically at your computer, you're watching charts, you're watching montages, you're making decisions, and you're in the moment, fully engaged. And then how many of you are swing traders, where because you're at work, you're looking at our swing trade alerts, or you're looking at stuff that you're reviewing for a 2, 3, 4 day or 2-week swing moment. So I'm curious how many are day traders and how many are swing traders. And you could be both. But James and I have been talking about an idea that we want to roll out here probably sometime in February. And the debate is, the program we're talking about actually involves or caters to true day traders, where there wouldn't be time for us to send out alerts. It wouldn't be something through the Twitter program. It would be literally, you'd be, actually, I'll tell you, here you go. You know what? When you're the king, you get a scoop and share the news. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So we're talking about doing an audio cast where, so quite often James and I will trade together. We'll be on and be either in a Zoom or be in our phones, and we're doing our thing. And sometimes it's silent. It's just quiet. And because we're both looking at and doing our stuff, and then we will say, hey, look at Tesla. And then he'll look at it and be like, oh, watch that. And we'll comment about it, or we'll say, hey, this ticker just showed up in my scanner. Take a look at ticker XYZ, and then he'll be like, holy cow. And we'll talk about what we're looking to do, if we're going to short it, we're going to go long, or what our entries are. And we will walk through a trade together. We are talking about offering this audio cast to our TTBB members where they can listen in. It won't be a mentorship. It won't be a learning program. It will be an opportunity for you could shadow trade with us, try to follow some of our trades. But there could be an opportunity to listen in and hear what we're doing and why we're doing. We've talked about how we would change what we're going to say, because sometimes we talk about some of the guys in our membership. We sometimes talk about our other partner a little bit. No, I'm just kidding, Johnny. Having fun. But something to share some of the ideas that we're currently working on. All right, let me wrap up the comments here. Mostly swing, some day. Yep, swing, day Morley. Oh, Karen's more day. Good job. Swing, don't day trade, more of a swing. Both, swing, day, both. Try to lose. All right. Johnny sharing some SPY numbers. Appreciate that, Johnny. Appreciate the tip. He knows how it works. You put a tip, you get your name in lights. Set it, forget it, Edward. That's not a bad way to go. It's not a bad way to go. Tony, all right. Swing trading, yep. So when you have a smaller account, you have to build a swing. You have to swing trade to build your account. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. There would be, John, there would be some chat available, but I'll tell you that when we're in a trade, we won't be looking at chat and answering questions. I can tell you sometimes some of our day trades are literally seconds. We're looking at something, we're entering a position, and we're taking profits. So we would answer questions after the fact. We'd go back and review and say, what we're doing there. So, but it is something that we're looking at doing. Desktop SMS alert system. Yeah, Brian, we've looked at some ideas and we've talked about some things. And sometimes when James puts it on Twitter, I personally miss it because of the way Twitter works. But that's why a live audio cast would be a possibility. All right. Well, good. Hey, it is. Let me see here. We are under 10 minutes to the market, about 9.5 minutes to the market. If you have any final questions here, appreciate it. Answer them up. Wrap this up. And again, today looks like it's going to be a red day. Looks like it's going to be a red day. Be smart with your money. Be smart with your trades. Like I told you, I'm probably not going to trade. I'm going to probably have a slow day. I know a lot of other people taking the day off. I might follow suit and enjoy this little short holiday. And a reminder. Oh, you know what? Hey, that's interesting. I was gonna see here. There we go. Sorry, I thought I was going to have that up earlier. Just a reminder that Monday is Martin Luther King Day, and we are there will be no market open, and there will be no StockCast. Okay, and with that, I'm off, and you guys have a great weekend. Thanks, guys.